Hi everyone, good afternoon. Sorry a bit for the delay. I would like to thank all of you, every one of you for joining Advantech Connect iFactory webinar. And also thanks for taking your time. I see some of you are having lunch. You can have your lunch and watch the webinar at the same time. Hi, my name is Ryan, Asian Business Development Manager. Today we will talk about digitalizations of shop floor management in productions planning. I hope everyone here is doing well and staying safe. Okay, right. So I believe Industry 4.0 is not a new topic, and I think everyone here is already know what is Industry 4.0. And many manufacturer leaders have adopted Industry 4.0 in some of the areas. From the Gartner report, we see that there are the dramatic increase in the future trending of IoT spending by the manufacturers and also the natural resources company. We will see expected growth in around 40% from now to 2026. The investment decision for selecting the correct partners include technical expertise and strengths of the platform and or technology suite. The key technology is now focusing on includes the device management, the data management, application enablement, is to use security analytic tools and integrations in the platform. And I believe COVID-19 has become a major factor to push the manufacturers to transform themselves into the Industry 4.0. Hence, in the post-pandemic era, you will see a lot of growth and the demands from the industry. We know that the importance of Industry 4.0 and also understand the difficulty in establishing and also deploying and also scaling up. Industry 4.0 is not a revolution that suddenly changes the way we work. It is more of an evolution, dramatically improving manufacturing performance in a step-by-step process. Selecting the correct solution suite to deal with a specific pain point and deploy modularized solution is a good way to start. Every time when I visit a customer, the questions always pop up to me is, what can you offer? I will ask my customer, what would you like to achieve in this transformation to have a better supply chain, to upscale your resources or to improve your production efficiency? What is your blueprint in your productions? What is the end result you want to see? What is your goal? I also always remind my customer that Industry 4.0 is a journey. Today we have a few experts, also some panels that join us for this webinar today. So I would like to introduce our product manager from the Advantech iFactory Solutions. His name is Dennis Lan, to talk about the new solutions that Advantech can provide. Dennis?
Thank you, Ryan, for the introduction. Well, my name is Dennis Lan, and I'm a iFactory Solution Suite product manager. And today I'm going to introduce about the TG01, which is kind of belong to the shop floor application. But today I will mainly focus on introduce about the shop floor. So why are we introduced about the Industry 4.0 today? Because it really helps you to agile your manufacturing. As you can see, if you're using the Industry 4.0, it will increase your machine reliability with 42% with our data, and 83% about the manufacturing leaders say they want to understand about the Industry 4.0, really excited, and they think it's really important. That's why we are going to introduce about what solution we provided to you and what it will become. Eventually, if you just utilize Industry 4.0 well, you will have 88% with the increasing about your productivity. So today I will show you about the general pain points about the manufacturers. Why do we need to solve? Because we have to solve some issues like the delivery time. We have to handle about the abnormality. We have to take care about what the manual report to save, And I think Industry 4.0 really help you to solve all these kind of problems. And it will help you to reduce some workload for your employee, and it will really help you to increase your productivity. Let's see how we do that. So basically, for the Industry 4.0, we mainly focus on the manpower management, the work order management, and some equipment management. Today, the shop floor is mainly focused on the work order management because we will use the digital work order to help you to understand the process about the manufacturing part. So this is an overview about shop floor. So what do shop floor do today? They were trying to calculate the work order with the efficiency calculation. They will understand what should you do right now, and they are trying to combine the work order with the nearly same features. So you don't really have to change a lot when you moving the product A to product B. The other thing is that the shop floor will trying to view all the work order status, and you can easily to understand your manufacturing status, and it will really help you to make some further decisions. With the dashboard present with and also the work order status, you can understand what you should do and trying to utilize these data for the further analysis. So these are the challenge and solutions we provide. As you can see, if we trying to use too many paperwork to request a work order, it may take time because people have to read all the documents and have to check all the checkbox to see the work order is required. And with the digital production solutions, you just have to click several buttons and check the order is really required by your boss. And you will understand this how to increase your productivities with the work order reorganization. The other thing is that the shop floor also help you to understand the status and also using the real-time dashboard to help you to make some decision in the situation room. That's what shop floors do. This picture is about how the features the shop floor has. The other thing I didn't mention about is the quality control, because we do have some status right here, and they can just calculate with the quality, utilize the OEE formula. And we also will collect our data with the data connector to proceed with some MES or ERP application. So our shop floor will have a higher level utilization and application for that. So this is what we gonna do with the shop floor. We trying to using the OEE with shop floor to combine the data like the APQ availability, productivity, and also quality. And we will use a work order to combine with these data, and then we can understand what will be the way to increase the productivity. These are some methods and also some features we have to look into that. So I think shuffle is really important for the to increase your profit. So basically, you can see that when we're trying to make a new work order, we will have several input methods from the left side. You can just using the MFC or a scanner to make a work order. We were also trying to utilize the data connector to input the ERP or MES data into the job dispatching. So you can always see the status within the shop floor dashboard. Then you can make some decisions. So currently you are watching what we have for the shop floor dashboard. You can check the status and when is the planned start time and how was the achievement. So you can easily using one dashboard to understand all the status about your work orders. And what we have in this dashboard is that we can also let you to choose the location and also the time range. So if you using this kind of dashboard, you can always go back to see what you have done yesterday or even a month before. So it will really help you to understand all the work order and the previous status. You can just do some analysis or make several decisions for that. So what other thing we have is that we do have the identify production inefficiencies to management. That, as you can see, we can see that the red numbers is mean that the complete rate was too low, and also the estimate achievement rate was too low. So you can understand this work order didn't do really well, and you will try to fix that because it really affects your productivities. Shop floor also provides several default dashboard. Like left side, you can see we do have the status of work order or some record of job report. It will help you to understand the history about the work orders, and then you can try to make some method to solve the problem. So today I'm not only to present about the shop floor because we do have the solution ready package. It's called the Productivity Optimization Suite. We combine shop floor and data connector as before because data connector is going to link the ERP and also MES data from the client side. And also we trying to combine the shop floor with Anden because Anden is a service that to help you to understand if the machine was in some abnormal trouble, you want to call help or to call the repairman or call some supervisor to whether make some decisions. You can utilize the Anden to do that with some push notifications, and they will just do some immediate actions. So that's why we trying to combine Anden and shop floor with this suite package. So based on our study, if you're using the productivity optimization suite, it will strongly increase your productivity around 15% to 20%. And right here, we also provide the event notice and also the command center with this suite, and it will really help you to make some more decisions and just have a better look about the dashboard. That's nearly what I have today. Back to Ryan.
Thank you, Dennis, for your introductions. As I mentioned earlier, today we invited two experts. Actually, one is Dr. Lee. He's come from the Tha College University. Dr. Lee has been working, try to understand what is actually Germany try to say when they come up Industry 4.0. So he's been working on this line for many years already. So he are very expert in this field. So today we are very glad to invite Dr. Lee on this webinar. So Dr. Lee, actually I would like to ask you, you have been promoting Industry 4.0 and its ramifications through academy layer to the industries in Malaysia. May I know what is the major concern from the industrial point of view, and also how ready is the market to transform to the smart manufacturing on Industry 4.0? To you.
Yes, I'm Dr. Lee here. Thank you for Ryan introduction. Actually, we are still learning stage. Regarding the question from Ryan, actually Industry Revolution 4.0 started after concept of cyber physical system was introduced in 2006, but it was not take off until 2013 when Germany felt that the timing was right, and hence they formed the platform Industry 4.0 in 2013 and coined the term Industry 4.0 to distinguish manufacturing sector to others in Industry Revolution 4.0. Followed by introducing RAMI 4.0 in 2014. Since then, IR 4.0 in manufacturing is going to cross from concept to development stage. So IR 4.0 in the manufacturing industry is no longer just an idea, but the direction with action to move forward, such as like Advantech iFactory smart manufacturing solution. So you can see from the figure over here, there are three axes RAMI 4.0. One is called vertical integration, which is focused on the manufacturing operation. The other one axis is called horizontal integration, which is focused on the business operation. And the third axis here actually is called life cycle value stream. This is focused on the product. Okay, so you can see from here, Advantech iFactory is very very good solution to cater for hierarchy level of a field devices control and the station and also connected world. But the Malaysia manufacturing industry, okay, I'm talking about Malaysia because I got many experiences in Malaysia. I think Malaysia a lot of SME, basically Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, Southeast Asia, almost I think about the same. Okay, so Malaysia manufacturing industry, particularly those enterprises established 1990 or earlier, are still in the early stage of a 3.0, IR 3.0. Although some of them may use customized or off-the-shelf to support their operation, the production operations still remain traditional. Silo machine and lack of a digital connection from shop floor to top floor for the business operation. They are facing the challenges such as data integrity, accuracy, timeliness of data for operation, and managing the disparate system is a nightmare for them. As a result, more operation expenditure on the redundant work, error being made frequently, slow responses to customers' requests, and the service not up to expectation. So you look at the figure over here, actually, basically the manufacturing has four distinct, they call departments. The first departments here, usually they call it material. So you have a stock card, you record it using manual way or using maybe some people using Excel or off-the-shelf software. And then you set up your planning, okay, business production planning department, and then you do productions. Then later on you have product you can sell as a business, okay, to run the business. So you can see from here, there are many different systems or maybe manual way in a whole this SME. Okay. Now, digital transformation from IR 3 to 4.0 or beyond. Of course, definitely we won't stop at 4.0. Very soon you're going to see 5.0. Okay, or beyond is a journey. As what Ryan said just now, it's a journey. It has to be executed step by step upon the capacity and capability of an enterprise. Hence, we have to focus on the main concern rather than feeding them too many information, particularly the technology enabler. So in Industrie 4.0, there's 11 technology enabler. So many people give webinar in specific technology enabler. Okay, it is too overwhelming. Actually, sometimes it's too overwhelming until they lost their focus. And what are their main concerns? What should we do to help them? That is a very important question. Based on our experiences to deal with the enterprises in the manufacturing industry, there are actually two major concerns. Now, of course, there are many major concerns, but we picked two, which is depend on the external party one. And the first one is sustainability, meaning that the lack of a scalable digitalization solution. Okay. Now, if you lack of this digitalization solution, of course, you're going to have a lot of issue, a lot of concern. A lot of concerns here, for example, like, data cannot be real time, all this, all that. Okay. Now, the other one here is a talent, because when you have a very good planning or strategy, but you need to have a talent to execute for you. Malaysian actually lack of talent, seriously. So now in a successful digital transformation enterprise, it has to be sustained as long as the business is still ongoing. Hence, selection of the digital solution is important. Okay, important for them. Digital transformation start from digitalization of the physical or silo process into a digitally connected processes. It needs a reliable and a well-established digitization solution, such as from the Advantech. Process data is collected and visualized through, for example, like iFactory solution. Further from here, we need to have a different functional system to utilize the substantial amount of data being collected for production and business operation. We call it the digitalization of processes or services. Now, therefore, market need to provide not only the digitalization, but the digitalization platform to help the enterprises to create functional system for digitalization. This software-based platform must adapt the change and able to scale vertically and horizontally. Now, perform data management and manufacturing change management. Okay, so this is a part of work that I work together with my partner and also a lot of researchers in the TAIUC. I think around 30, master and a PhD, and also lecture about 30 of them to study thoroughly how to implement the RAMI 4.0. Okay. We also work with the industry, for example, like when we build, these platforms here, we work together with Advantech very closely. Of course, together with some others, industrial partners also like Delta Electronics, which is famous in the robot. Okay, so you can see from these diagrams here, there's integrations of the Advantech iFactory into the this digitalization solution. We call it Optin to provide all these digitalization processes for the manufacturing. Now, the next one here is a major concern is the talent. Actually, talent shortage, especially for talent in digitalization with skill set required by the manufacturing industry. So that's we as an examination, we have responsibility to support the industry. So that's the reason why we design a new diploma in digitalization program. Okay, it is a vocational program with 5 different skill sets learned through 15 modules within 1.5 years, followed by the 6 months of internship in the industry. Okay, so this is what we can support the industry. Okay, if you want to know more, actually this program is conducted by the Vita Institute, which is a vocational school. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lee, for your explanations. I believe more of you get new inputs and new ideas from Dr. Lee's explanations. So let's move forward to our next expert. We have been working with this partner of ours, e4o, in focusing in Indonesian regions for many years. So e4o actually has transformed their business into the solution base, and it has become Advantech domain-focused system integrator, focusing bringing new technology, new solutions into Indonesia's market. So today we have here Mr. Hunger to talk about some of his experience on this. So actually, I have one question to Mr. Hunger. I mean, in Indonesia, there are many challenges, especially the end users has different requests, different requirement in each project and applications. As the domain Advantech domain-focused system integrator partner, how e4o collaborate with Advantech that requires flexibility and scalability solutions. Mr. Hunger.
Okay, thanks Ryan for the introduction. Okay, yeah, mostly every customer has a different requirement of its application or project. But before that, I will explain the Indonesia trends now to following the Industry 4.0. Okay, as we know, starting 3 years ago, in Indonesia, government with Kementerian Perindustrian already informed to all of industry to be implementation Industry 4.0. So we have a lot of sector for any factory. We have sector on the food and beverage, and then textile and apparel, and then automotive, electronic, and chemical, and so many things other besides that. Okay, so what is the challenges in here? Each of a factory have different requirement and different concern. I think there is some factory still using manual production, any factory already using PLC and semi-auto production, and any factory full auto with a robotic. So to overcome this issue, we have some classification or 2 classification for this. The one is a product solution, and number 2 is a project solution. What is the kind difference of this? So for product solution, we just focusing for Advantech solution based on iFactory solution like OEE and then EHS, like already informed. Okay, so yes, I can say it's not 100% iFactory can cover the customer requirement or customer needed, but we no need create the solution from zero, because iFactory have like function OEE and EHS, SPC is a global standard. So we just do some editing and modification, but not a lot. If you pull in the percent of project like on the presentation, start until finish, we have 100% of the project, but 50% is already complete by Advantech. I mean in here is by software already complete, and has been done by Advantech. In the scope, I mean, is about the dashboard, and then database is already prepared all of by iFactory software. And then how about the 25% is this for the configuration, like how to connect with the PLC and how to input the parameter or tags and creating the name of the machine or others is for 25%. And then the last 25% is for the commissioning and on-site client if needed. It's like installation some sensor, pull a cable or other things. Based on our experience, the modification is still needed by customer, and then flexibility is must in the solution. So how to overcome this? In this iFactory, we can add some editing, or we can add dashboard, not only using based on the bring from the iFactory, but we can add more than this. In addition, with AdSlink and data gateway or WebAccess SCADA, we can connect with so many PLC, because I can say this is the part of important. As we know, in the customer have so many brand, not only one brand, any brand from China and from Japan and others, so many brand in the customer. So the challenges and our software must be flexible to can connect the system, the existing customer system. So I think it's the part of important. And what is the benefits if we using iFactory? We have I have explained the 3 benefits, and here the first is for sales. This for our customer or SI partner. What is the benefit for our sales is more confident to approach the customer, because we can show the dashboard and only the future, all the future, not only just presentation. Like before, usually our sales just only share the presentation, but now with iFactory, we can show the dashboard, we can show the demo link to the customer. So before customer accepted this project, customer or SI partner can get the user experience. What is I will get is after the implementation the solution. And then for number 2 is what is the benefit for the project manager? I mean, this is for SI partner on if you are end user but implemented by self. This project can be finished more faster with only need 1 or 2 engineer for configuration the iFactory software. But if you need a requirement for the hardware installation, you can add it. You can add that if you need it. If you are from automation company, usually we need investment, not only automation engineer but IT engineer to set up and manage the database. With iFactory, I think automation engineer with little IT background can handle it, and possible to configuration all of the iFactory. And number 3, for the customer, what is the benefit from the customer? Number 1 is easy for maintenance and upgrade system by self. You can tell to the customer if they're using iFactory, it's easy to internal team and of user if want to upgrade and maintain their system. And then what is about the project solution? This is our classification. Number 1 is product, and number 2 is project solution. The specific for custom project, like Ryan mentioned before, is the specific for the custom project. Sometimes we combine iFactory and WebAccess SCADA, or just WebAccess SCADA to build an application. So WebAccess SCADA is the flexibility software with web-based UI and already support HTML5. So it's easy to create web-based software with this. Today, I can say with Industry 4.0 trends, all a customer want to software with, not on the PC based again, but the software must be can open by browser or mobile phone or tablet. So how to cover this? I can say WebAccess can cover this issue. So you can choosing WebAccess for the solution to cover the customer requirement about client using the mobile phone or then the tablet or others. And then how about the flexibility? I can say, as you can look in the part of database, if WebAccess is support the flexibility for the database, it's possible to integration with third-party software from the customer. Besides that, sometimes the important if you already develop the web-based software is how about the client? Is the client will be payment again or other? But in the WebAccess, it already support with free clients, so you or customer or the user can access by using the tablet, mobile phone, or the computer by self, and no any charge again from here. And the last part is knowledge. Knowledge is about the flexibility on the future. I mean, now many customers want to using web-based application, but with on-premise server. Yeah, we can give you the option about that. So we have the solution for the on-premise server, because sometimes until now the customer still want to using on-premise server. But if you using already implement iFactory or WebAccess, if in the next future you want to upgrade your system to connect with a cloud system, whatever you want, the cloud you have, it's possible to handle it. And you need start from zero again to create the system, but you just choosing what is the parameter or what is the task want to share to the cloud. And here I will show to all of you about our success case story about this project. So in the topology, we can look as we have not only one or two brand, but some of brand of PLC or controller on existing machine. And in the OEE application, we must know what is about the production output, and then how about the status of the machine, and then how about the production reject. All data is on the PLC. So with WebAccess SCADA is as a gateway, we can connect with the brand of PLC and putting the data from the PLC and send to the server. On the server OE, we have, like I mentioned, we have the two solutions for you. We can provide for the local or on-premise with server on the site, or we can provide of you with cloud service. So how about the challenging is in this project is how to connect with existing software the customer have. I think this is just only one sample of the software is Tableau, maybe, or others, because I think Tableau is very famous not only in Indonesia but in the all of in the world. So how to connect this? In using iFactory, you can connect with GraphQL, or Advantech have a solution. The name is the data connector. So you can have the option using GraphQL on the data connector to connect with third party. Why? Because it I think now is the challenging and must be done, because all of factory already implemented ERP, software third party and other. But how about the production layer? The production layer still by manual input by shift, by end of shift, or still input by manually by leader of the production. But you already have the ERP. Why you will not the combine within your system existing and with our solution? Okay, and then this is the sample project for the customized. I can say, or if the iFactory cannot cover your needed. So in here we have the software WebAccess SCADA. I show in here. We have the project example. If vibration, just a sample is the vibration monitoring to monitoring your machine. So in here, we using WebAccess SCADA to develop all this software on the dashboard and other. We using WebAccess SCADA, and the dashboard is more important. Why? I think all SCADA before we look at this process and the silo or motors on others. If you want needed, it still have, we can provide that. But now the dashboard is more important because we can know the trending. We can look at the reporting and other, and we can, if we want to analyze the machine, we just choosing the date and we can pack it and know the trending, the condition of the machine. So for the customize, sometimes we will using WebAccess SCADA for our project. You can add or many picture. You can add some information what you want in the our platform WebAccess SCADA. So the WebAccess SCADA is a support for the local, or if you want install the WebAccess in your cloud service, is possible to handle it. So I think to cover the flexibility or the custom solution, you can choosing WebAccess SCADA if the iFactory can cover that. Okay, thank you, Ryan. Back to you.
Thank you, Park. Thank you. Just a quick summary. Quick to market is very important, as mentioned by Mr. Hunger early. Most of the manufacturing, their requirements are very on the small scale. So if the system integrator gonna build the whole solutions from ground zero, from a new software, write your own programming, it will take a very long time to do it. That is why flexibility, scalability solutions are very important, and our Advantech iFactory suite are able to cover some of these area, which is as mentioned by Mr. Hunger, we are cover about 50%. The remaining is you have to focus on the customizations and also the installations into the site. All right. So thank you, Park. So I have a last questions to our product manager, Dennis Lan. With the fast changing demands from the market and various requirements, how Advantech iFactory evolved to meet such demands with the new business model? To you, Dennis.
Okay, thank you, Ryan. Well, with this question, I will introduce about our structure about the real-time monitoring. We in short is RTM. So because we building the RTM is based on the discrete development, we do trying to leverage different kind of the methodology, like we using the MQTT to get the data, we using the Grafana for the visualization, we using the Docker to lower our performance in well, how do I say? We didn't lower our performance, but we're trying to use less the hardware resource to run our app, so clients can do much more than they can think of using our suite. So because based on our development, we trying to do that, so it will come out with a really strong structure for our RTM. So here is what we did in our RTM real-time monitoring. As Hanger mentioned, he used the GraphQL to collect the data and send it to the Tableau, which is really nice for us to understand that you utilize our data acquisition. You can just transfer your data into some BI tools or even several visualization tools, and it can really help you to understand your status about the factory. Outside about that, we also trying to use the InfluxDB or some other method like the NSAS or is a platform. We're using these kind of techniques to collect data and to help customer to use in different kind of the scenario. So that's what we did to compromise with all the different situations. So today I'm going to tell you about why we have the method to just increase more of the applications with the discrete development and how we control different kind of applications. So besides what I mentioned about the shop floor, Hanger mentioned about the OEE and also the EHS, we do have several more applications right here. So with different kind of the combinations, you can understand about when is the better time for you to repair your machine, when is the better time for you to understand how to predict the machine might fall or have some abnormally actions. So with this kind of platform and using their RTM as our basic foundations, we do trying to leverage different kind of factory scenario. And this is a suite I mentioned earlier. So because we're trying to leverage the level 4 like the operation system and also the ERP system, we're using the data outbound to push our data into different further tools like the SAP or Oracle or other application you would like to use. It's really flexible, and we're trying to build up the ecosystem for customers to utilize their tools. They may have some default or they have they used to use what tools. They can always trying to leverage with our iFactory ecosystem. So I think this is our advantage to get into this kind of Industry 4.0 area. So this is a dashboard example about how we using these techniques. The dashboard is based on the Grafana public, but we do have some customized features for user to use. We have some default dashboards. You don't really have to understand how to install it. You just need to select some data you want to present, and it will present for you. That's easier for you to use. So today I'm also introduce about other partners who using the vibration solutions, but it's the Texel from, I think it's from Taiwan. And what he did is that he also invented the visualization part into the WisePath dashboard. So our cooperation is that they will provide the dashboard solutions in the visualization solution in our dashboard, and we can using some tools to collect data for them. And it's our new partnership to create more partners and to fulfill this kind of ecosystem. Besides the structure I mentioned, we trying to using several other partners like we are talking about like the Avnet or some other platform to connect our data with their platform. And I think it will really help us to grow stronger and be a fast industry, like the lead or some other way to understand and trying to leverage out different kind of factory scenario. That's what I want to answer about Ryan's question. Thank you. Back to Ryan.
Thank you, Dennis. With the new service expansions, I think the user able to add various applications in the future. I think a singular platform is better rather than have a multiple system, because it is difficult to maintain. Multiple system, you need multiple expertise, multiple different knowledge to handle the system. I think with Advantech, the new business model, be able to help customer in this. And also, I want to emphasize that we Advantech we created a platform, a base platform, and we also want to work with a various partner or system integrator to come out with as a co-create different industry, different focus industry to put into our platform. Okay, as shown in earlier, we work with Taiwan Texel to work on the vibration sensor monitoring. All right. Earlier mentioned by Dr. Lee that sustainability and talents are the driver force for the transformations. I believe with Advantech solutions, as mentioned by Denise, we are able to help to do on the sustainability. But as for talents, Advantech itself is actually, we have our own academy platform. Is it called IoT Academy? Next, please. All right. So it's actually it is all our efforts, all our knowledge is actually put into a platform. So we have 3 different learning curves: basic, advanced, and professionals. And in this platform, we have almost 200 hours courses, and by end of this year we will have about 500 courses. So these courses actually enable you to understand technology as well as Advantech products, not only on the solution, but also in Advantech platform like Industrie I/O module, Advantech switches, what is network is communications is all about, what is Advantech Industrial PC is how to handle Advantech Industrial PC, all the way to the software solutions, and also the PaaS layer, which is platform as a service in Advantech Cloud. So we actually want to help our customer as well as a community to boost the IoT expert on this. So as mentioned earlier, you have 4 categories. This is a level-based learning curve. We also have online certifications also as well, which means we have the courses Then we have exam. Once you pass the exam and you fulfill the requirements, we will give certifications, on digital certifications to you guys. And these certifications have 2-year validity. So because we know that technology changes all the time, so that's why there's no fixations on this. So our certifications we have to renew every 2 years. And we also have the features, interactive communication tools where you can send questions to the instructor and to us, and we will answer your questions. We have forum also as well, and you can create a group within among to discuss some of the technologies. All right, and the lastly is to visualize the learning curve analysis. So if you are the managers of the engineering team, you want to have your team to learn all these things. So we have the platform there whereby you can see their learning curve, their how much they have learned, what courses they have done, how many courses they have done, what is the time taken for them to learn these courses. All will be put on this dashboard. And the good thing is this is a FOC platform. You can go in at any time. So if you have handphone right now, you just go to the QR. There's a QR code. You just scan the QR code. It will take you to the link. Then you can see all our courses in this academy. Okay. I think this will be the end of our panelist discussion. So by end of this webinar, you were asked to fill up a survey. Please do fill up the survey. By end of the survey, we can provide a free trial to you guys, so you can do a POC together. So if you want to, you have a specific project to do this, come and talk to the sales representative in your own regions. Then we can provide what we can to you. We have sent out the link for the survey. Please click on the chat box, and there's the link there. Fill up the link, then you will go to the site. Then you can get the free trials for our iFactory solutions. All right. Thanks again. I would like to thank all the invited speaker here to join this webinar, and all the participants to join us also as well. I think you guys can fill up the survey form and enjoy the free trial for our iFactory solutions. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.